Imagine a country where the prime minister's name is whispered in every alley, and when people speak it aloud, cities flood the streets. That's Nepal, where after years of graft, a wave of protests is swallowing the system. But this isn't just about corruption. It's about a population rewriting who gets to rule. Nepal, nestled high in the Himalayas, known for stunning peaks, rich culture, and a government long accused of being one of the most corrupt in the world. For decades, leaders have been indicted, scandals buried, and public trust evaporated. Now, in 2025, something cracks. People stop whispering, they roar. In Kathmandu and beyond, protests erupt. From students to farmers, from civil servants to activists, a cross-section of Nepali society has had enough. This story is not only about Nepal, it's a blueprint of what happens when state corruption becomes unbearable. To understand the uprising, we need the backdrop. Corruption embedded in every branch of power. Nepali politicians often manipulate public tenders, siphon funds intended for roads, education, health. Institutions meant to hold power accountable. Anti-corruption commissions, auditing bodies, are hollow shells, often staffed by loyalists. The judicial system is slow and politicized. Many cases drag on or disappear. Ordinary people get taxed, but services crumble. Hospitals lack supplies. Schools are underfunded. Roads decay. Social media leaks, whistleblowers, yes, they exist, but they're punished, threatened, marginalized. Over time, the public stopped hoping for reform. They stopped thinking small. They now demand systemic change. What triggered the spark? A leaked Pandora-style corruption dossier claimed senior officials took multi-million bribes in infrastructure deals. Citizens on social media started mapping their grievances. My health clinic shut. My tax paid. Who's accountable? Then a student protest in Pokhara over tuition fee hikes escalated. Videos of police brutality circulated. Kathmandu's streets filled with "Enough is enough" banners. Strangely, the protests were decentralized. No one leader, no single party. That meant fewer targets for repression, but also a harder time coalescing. Local unions joined. Teachers, nurses, even judges began walking out or expressing solidarity. On day 7, the national transport workers pledged to strike unless the government addressed police overreach. International media surged in. Human rights NGOs, the UN, and diaspora communities began amplifying voices from Nepal. This was more than anger. It was moral breakdown, people refusing to be complicit. On night 14, protesters surround the prime minister's residence in Kathmandu. Barricades, chants, drone sightings. Government security forces attempt to disperse them with tear gas, but the crowd holds steady. At 2 a.m., the prime minister issues a rare video address. We will listen. We will reform. But his promises ring hollow. The next morning, protesters return. The blocked roads expand. University students declare a morality strike. It's a showdown no one asked for, but everyone knows must happen. The system's legitimacy is in free fall. Now the questions: will the government crack? Will it make concessions? Or will it use force and risk collapse? Some ministers announce probe committees, but critics see them as stall tactics. Judges threaten walkouts. Provinces begin asserting autonomy, promising local investigations. Foreign donors and aid organizations demand transparency as funds are paused pending reforms. Social media becomes a war zone, fact-checkers versus trolls versus state-backed narratives. Yet the core remains. When people decide your system is rotten, no speech, no bailout, no cosmetic fix can bring it back. The country today stands at a crossroads. A system built on corruption is being confronted by the people who refuse silence. Whether this ends in reform, repression, or regime change, it is a moment that echoes globally. When citizens refuse to believe lies any longer, power must either adapt or collapse. In Nepal's wake, maybe a lesson for every nation. The true power in any system is not the one holding the scepter, but the one who refuses to bow. What do you think? Is Nepal's system salvageable, or is this the start of its end? Drop your take in the comments. Smash subscribe for more stories of global defiance, and check out our video on how propaganda tricked millions into following Hitler.